Hey Mindset Community, Dr. Ellen here, coming to you today with your next workout. All right, the theme of today is hopefully one of awakening. So we've talked about your garden and your diet this week and being aware of those thoughts that you're cultivating and as well the things that you're putting into your body, both considering spiritually, emotionally, cognitively, physically, all of the above. And once you start to look at the world with that new lens, you start to see things a little bit differently. Not just in yourself, but in others and the world around you. And that awakening of the senses is a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. And it sometimes allows you to realize who you actually are supposed to be or who you want to be and things that you can do in your power to achieve that. So I hope this week has given you a little bit new lens and look on the world, because as we grow and evolve in our worlds, hopefully you continue to put a new lens on every day and learn something new, and then look at the world under that lens, and then learn something new and try something new in yourself and look at the world again and see what you see. Because this development and this evolution of you as a human takes time, it takes practice, and it just takes consistency. So hopefully you enjoy that and you can look at the world a little bit differently this week. All right, and then from now on, not just this week. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and meet on the mat. Today you're gonna need some weights optionally if you would like. We're gonna use our stick a little bit. Today is gonna be a 1 to 10 and a 10 to 1 in a ladder-based format, so we'll describe that here in a bit. But as you know, we've done a little bit more on the shoulders this week, so you're probably feeling a little bit more activity in there. If you're starting to feel any sort of tension up into the neck or the jaw, I want to know about it. So bring those things up in our weekly coaching calls to make sure that we're making sure you have proper technique and proper sequencing, or if we need to make adjustments or even offer some corrective activities for you. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to meet over on the mat in tall kneeling, okay? Get everything all situated. We luckily don't need a timer today, so you're not going to hear any beeps, but that does mean I need to make sure I count. So forgive me ahead of time if I mess that up, but I will do my best for you and for me today. All right? So let's grab our sticks, your broomsticks, PVC, whatever you got. Like I said, we're going to meet here in tall kneeling to begin. So we need to loosen up those arms a little bit. We need to get going because we've done a lot. So we got to give them a little bit of loving before we start asking to use them today. So start with your arms nice and wide. Okay, we're just going to go overhead. Even if you can go behind your back, don't just yet. We're going to do that 5 times. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop it behind the head. And I want you to bring the hands in just a little bit and roll that up your neck. Just some of that kind of meat. And you can even turn your head to get one side more than another. But some of these muscles that we're using, they do attach up into the neck. So we need to make sure you kind of do a little bit of a quick test on the soft tissues here. See if you find any tender spots or any sort of tissue dysfunction indicators, like tenderness or maybe some thickness compared to one side. And give that side a little bit of extra loving, okay? You're gonna kind of tuck your head down and do that for the upper segment. Just exploring that tissue. Okay, good. Take your hands out. Let those arms rest again. Hands go wide, coming over for 5. You can go a little further, but don't go all the way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Drop behind the head. This time, sliding the hands in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, again. Should be getting a little bit warmer there. Okay, warm it up. Now we're gonna keep wide again. This time you can go as far as is comfortable. We should be warm enough to go full range if that's available to you. So this is all about exploring the range of motion that you have and gently, gently asking your tissues for more. Okay, we're gonna go one more, up and over. Good, come back. Now, we're gonna put this vertical in front of you. Does not matter to me which hand is on top, but in this position, we're gonna hip hinge, driving our hips towards our bum, and hang on the shoulders a little bit to get a nice stretch underneath here. Take a nice breath inward and then exhale to sag and stretch. Good, come up. Do that 2 more times. This should just be comfortable. There should not be any pain there. Bum sits back. Good, let your shoulders just start to drop and sag. Good, come up, we're gonna do that 1 more time. Not holding it for terribly long. Just asking for a little more range of motion from our tissues. Good. That should be it. Go ahead and sit up there. Okay, now we're gonna go back to laying on our back. We're gonna do a little bit of the warm-up we did yesterday. We're building on some things here. So from this position, we're gonna come over our heads, hips come up, arms come together. We're doing 10 just for easy count. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Now put your feet together, knees apart. We're going to go a little bit faster, same movements. Hips are going to come up when the bar comes down. Little faster. 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, if you're comfortable and it does not hurt your back, I want you to put both legs in the air, but remember, if that bugs your back, put one leg down, okay? We're gonna go overhead with the bar for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, if you're comfortable, we're going to drop the right leg as the bar goes overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other leg. 1. Remember, you can put the leg that's not going down on the floor if you need to, and it would look like this. Okay, and that's just fine too, whatever is the most comfortable for you. Going down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So now we're going to drop one leg, one bar overhead, and then we're going to slide up the top. Okay? So it'll look like this. Drop the right, come back together, and slide up. Left, together, and up. Right, together, up. Left, together, up. Good. 3 more. gotta touch base with that today. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mermaid up 10 times, and then I'll show you we're gonna work the pelvis here in as well. So, shifting our weight forward. If you haven't done this in a while, just as a reminder, if this is difficult, go ahead and pad something underneath your bum to lift you away from the ground. That will reduce the range of motion distance you are going to have to go. So it usually makes it nice and easy if you have tight hips, okay? You can also do this a little bit in a chair, higher up. It's just a little bit more difficult. So if you can't, challenge yourself to get on the floor, but pad your bum if you need to. Okay, so we're going to shift our weight to the forward leg and rise up into the mermaid lift. Okay, we're going to do that 10 times for 1, 2, control here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now we're going to rise forward onto our hands and mermaid. So instead of hands and knees, we're going to be hands and mermaid on the lower half here. And in that position, we're going to alternate our cat-camel, our cat-cow position with tilting our pelvis forward and backward. Okay, so it'll look like this. You're going to raise up to your hands, lift the tail, tuck the tail. We're going to do that 5 times. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Sit back down. I'm going to show you from the side so you can see this very weird movement. But it is a great hip opener. So we're going to rise to our hands one more time. Lift the tail and tuck the tail. Okay? Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sit back down. Okay, now we're going to do 10 more lifts, just as is. Really focusing on the glute on the side of the front leg. So for me, my left leg is in the front. I want to focus on my left glute to do that driving of the lift. You should feel that a little bit more after the hip work we just did. So I think we're on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rotate to the other side. Okay? So now, coming up for 10 lifts. Remember, focusing on the glute of the front leg. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're doing that forward lean onto our hands and mermaid. In this position, we're tilting the pelvis in and excuse me, up and down or anterior posterior. We're going to tuck for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sit back down. Very weird, I know. Hang with me. Okay, we're going to lean forward again. Hands in mermaid, tilting the pelvis under and then up. Tuck the tail, raise the tail. Here we go. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back down. Give me 10 more lifts. Again, you should feel more now on that front glute area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for a second if you need to. There's a ghost in here. Reset if you need to. Because we're going to talk about the 4 movements that we're going to do. We're going to start and do 1 of each, then 2 of each, then 3 of each, all the way up to 10. And if you would like, at that point we'll take a break. But if you would like, then you can work the ladder back down with me as well. All right? So we have squat jumps, okay? This does not mean you have to jump. It's just available if you'd like. So a squat jump is you go down into a squat, and on the way up, you generate enough force to leave the ground. So it'll look like this, squat into a jump, okay? That squat jump can be done like so. If you don't want to leave the ground, and you can still do a full squat, you would do a squat into a toe raise, okay? If you would like to adjust the squat side, that is just a sit to stand. So it would be get in and out of a chair and rise into a calf raise, or if you just want to work on getting in and out of a chair, that is fine too. So you have lots of variations to do on that level. The next one is called angel and devil face pulls. So if we were laying down on our stomach, okay, imagine I'm on my stomach, I'll be there in a minute. Angels and devils is we were here and then we ended behind our back, which is an internal rotation. We're gonna hold on that position here and just stay in external rotation. So, for those of you who have trouble laying on the floor, it will look like this. For those of you who do get on the floor, okay, your legs are still off of the ground, and it will look like so. Okay, the next one is called the plank tuck jump, or walks. This can be done in a plank on a floor. It can also be done with your hands on a chair, on an ottoman, or any sort of raised surface, okay? And in this position, again, we have a couple different versions you can choose from. So I'll show you on the floor. You can do the walk, you can do a little hop, or if you want to do the tuck jump, that looks like this. You tuck those legs up and into you, and then get them back out to land in the plank, okay? The last thing is a lunge floor touch. So you're gonna step back into a lunge and touch the ground with your opposite hand than the one that is in the front leg, okay? So it would look like that. And again, you do not have to go to the floor. We've shown this before as touching an ottoman and just while you step back. So you touch the floor, or excuse me, touch the ottoman as you step back. You definitely do not have to go the full range of motion all the way to the floor if you do not have it, okay? So as a review, we have our squat jump option, number 1. Angels and devils, we have both on the floor or slightly bent forward. We also have then our plank tuck or walk option, and then our lunge floor touch, all right? Are you guys ready? Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start 1 of each, all right? And I will demonstrate different variations throughout, just as nice review, but by all means, stay with where is appropriate for you, both based on skill level and how you're feeling today, okay? All right, so we're starting 1 of each. Are we ready? Actually, I'm gonna switch this so that I can have an elevated surface to show you a few things. So sorry for the delay. Okay, number 1, we have our squat jump. Okay, so we're gonna squat, go into our jump. Done. Angels and devils, either on the floor or bent over. We're here, okay? Then we have our plank tuck jumps. There's 1, and then we have our lunges. Boom and boom. Round 1 is done. Now we need 2 of each. Squat into a toe raise or calf raise. Squat into the calf raise or jump. Okay? I'm gonna do 1 more because that was kind of stinky. There we go. Angels and devils. On the floor, 1 and 2. Okay, plank tucks. I'm going to show you a walk. There's 1 and 2. Good. The lunge touches, we have 1, 2 on that leg, 1 and 2. Round 2 is done. Squat jumps, starting at 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have angels and devils. 1, 2, 3. Plank lunges. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, we've got 4 now. How's everybody doing? Hopefully your heart rate's picking up a little bit. Okay, squat jumps or calf raises. Show you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Angels and devils. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The plank walks would look like this on an elevated surface. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our step backs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. We're going to 5. Okay, squat jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Angels and devils. You can do that again on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to show you the jumps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now we have our lunges. Again, you can do that to here. Ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? How's everybody doing? We've got 6 now. Okay? Squat jumps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Forgot what I was doing there for a sec. 6. All right, angels and devils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now, if you are finding you are going faster than me, slower than me, you are welcome to pause the video. You now know those 4 moves. You know how many you need to do each round. Go ahead and do it. Feel free to pause. You don't have to stay with me, especially if I'm going at a different variation than what you want to be doing. Do what is right for you. Lots of options here. All right, so now we have 7. Here we go. 1. Did we just do 7? We're gonna do it again anyway. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Okay, now we have angels and devils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Show you our plank walks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good, just as a reminder, whether your hands are on the floor or on an elevated surface, options here are walking, jumping, or that tuck jump. Okay? Now we have lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. We have 8. We're going to roll. Okay? Here we go. 8 of them. Squat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, angels and devils on the floor or standing. I've got a lot of requests from people to do this in this particular way. You can also hold little weights here if you want right now, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, show you on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have 9. Here we go, guys. Lots of options. I'm going to show you my sit to stand option. I've only shown that I think once. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? Angels and devils, weights or no weights, floor or standing, up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Plank tucks, walks, or mini jumps. Okay? You can do that on the floor or elevated. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lunges, floor or to an elevated surface. Your call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Round 10. How's everybody doing? All right, here we go. Squat jumps. Let's get 10 of them, then we can start working our way back down. After this round, you get a break. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? 10. Now we have angels and devils, but only with external rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plank tucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get this down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lunges. Then we get a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yee-hoo! How's everybody doing? It's a good breathing day. So in this moment, you better be checking on your belly breathing. I'm not doing a very good job when I have to talk. So do better than me, okay? Take your breath, slow your heart rate a little bit, and when you're ready, get some water and come meet me back here, if you can, okay? If you say, I'm done, that's fine. You just did 55 repetitions of each of those exercises. I'm really proud of you, okay? For those of you who want to, come on back. Let's go back down the ladder, okay? We're gonna start with 9. We just hit the peak. Now let's go down the other side of the hill, okay? Feels so good. Except that darn mosquito. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like mixed feelings about that. I'm very happy to see them because that means, you know, winter's over. However, man, that means the mosquitoes are here. Darn it. All right, for those of you who are joining me, let's do this. Squat jumps, sit to stands, calf raises, whatever version you want, that's what's coming. Then we have the angels and devils with just the face pull or the external rotation feature. We're doing our plank either walk, mini jump, or tuck jumps. And then we've got our lunges to either the floor or the elevated surface. You've seen almost all the versions. So let's do this. Squat jumps, we got 9, all right? Who's with me? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Angels and devils. I'm headed to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, you can tuck or walk. I'm gonna walk it and show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are a little bit easier, but it takes longer. So there's pros and cons, okay? All right, lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Here we go. We've got 8. Pick your version. I'll show you. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Now, same thing as the plank walk. They're not as difficult of an exercise, but actually the time under load is longer. So there's pros and cons to everything, all right? Face pulls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, we have lots of versions here. The walk, the little jump, as well as the tucks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we have lunges. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Round 8 is done. Ooh, we're on the downside. Every round gets easier. All right, we have 7 now. Pick your versions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo! All right, angels and devils. Grab some weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have our planks. Let's do our walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7's done. Round 6. Should be picking up the pace a little bit. Okay? We have 6 in each. Here we go. 1, 2. This is just the sit to stand. 3. No calf raise if you don't need to, if you can't. 4, 5, 6. Angels and devils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Little plank jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And your lunges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go right into 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Angels and devils. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Plank jumps, walks, tucks, whatever you want. Let's walk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! Hope you did okay. I pushed you a little bit there. 4. Who's with me? I hope you're still here. Okay? If you haven't caught up, I'm talking so you can. All right. 4. There we go. I'm going to do the hardest versions of each of them right now. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angels and doves. Imaginite weights. I forgot. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tuck jumps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3. 3 of each. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Angels and devils. 1, 2, 3. In our plank. Here we go. Walk it. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to lunge it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Come on, we got 2. 1, 2. Angels and devils. 1, 2. Do your planks. Get little mini hops. 1, 2. Lunges. 1, 2. 1, 2. Go right into it. One of them. 1. Angels and devils. 1. Plank. 1. And then we have 1 lunge. 1 lunge. Great job, everybody. You did awesome. Get any water you need. Lots of oxygen. Things like that, okay? We're going to come back and meet on the mat on your back for some nice, gentle stretching, okay? Lay flat on your back. All right. All right, straighten one leg down. Bring the other knee to your chest. It should just feel gentle. There's no major pain here. There should be even a mild stretch here. This should not be aggressive. Good. Put that knee down. Grab the other leg. Whew. Great job. Good. Bring that other leg down straight up towards your chest, but cross it over to your opposite shoulder. Get a little bit of a stretch on the lateral side, up in the outer hip. So if this is my right knee, I'm pulling it towards my left shoulder. Go ahead and release that stretch. Bring the other leg up and pull it across towards that opposite shoulder. No pain here, just a gentle stretch of that lateral hip complex, lateral leg complex. Should be really comfortable. Heart rate, breathing rate, everything should be starting to calm. If you've really been practicing that diaphragm and belly breathing, release, you should be feeling really calm because you can do that a little bit faster. Now you're going to grab your knee and your ankle and pull both towards that opposite shoulder. So I have my right knee and right ankle being pulled towards my left shoulder. Release. Grab your other leg. Pull that ankle and knee toward that opposite shoulder. Good. Release. You're going to keep both feet flat, knees and feet together. Drop those to one side and gaze, if you can, towards the opposite. Really keep breathing through that belly. We've practiced this position to breathe into our side body here. That's what you want to feel. That nice spinal rotation and that lateral breath control. Good. Rock your knees to the other direction. And remember to gaze away. Good. Rock back to the middle. Grab behind your right knee and straighten that right leg toward the ceiling as best you can. In this position, I want you to flex and point your foot 5 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Release the leg. Grab your left leg right behind the knee, just above it. Straighten up that leg as best you can. And now flex and point that foot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Release. I'm going to have you roll over. Try to get over to hands and knees. Give me that nice cat-cow or cat-camel, however you want to call it. Feel that whole spine flex and extend, just like you're massaging each individual vertebrae, guiding it to your full range of motion, especially now that you're nice and warm. Good. Put your big toes together and your knees apart. Glide your hips back down to your heels and end in child's pose. As usual, stay in that child's pose as long as you would like. As long as your body needs, as long as your head needs, whatever you need today. We love you more than you know. Have a great day.